Welcome back, it's Patrick from Greenhouse Yoga Mini-Series. Sometimes I just need to work out my belly, give myself a little core workout, and call it a day. So get ready, and I'll see you on your mat. So for our core flow, we'll start in Dolphin, major. So with Dolphin, I like to take my forearm, I start with my right forearm, and then I start with my left forearm. And a proper alignment for Dolphin is that I can grab the opposite bicep with my hands, right? And I try to keep my forearms as parallel as possible. I tuck my toes. I lift into Dolphin. I like a slightly shorter Dolphin, so I walk my feet up. And with all of my downward dogs, and now even with my Dolphin, I have a little checklist that I go through to connect not just to my pose, but also to my body and my breath. So in Dolphin, I will connect to my forearms and I'll press through the forearm, which as you can see kind of lifts my whole torso away. And then I might bend both knees and just connect to the tailbone lifting up towards the sky. And then naturally allow my heels to fall towards the mat. So it's a press, a lift, and a fall. I'll stay in Dolphin for 5 more breaths, which is definitely a challenge. It's almost a full minute. And try to keep the cadence of your breath as long on the inhale as it is on the exhale. Just like in downward dog, I might even close my eyes, soften my face. Imagine the crown of the head is falling, dripping towards the floor. And just when I come to the end of my 5 breaths, I'm going to kick it up just a moment and lift my right heel, my foot, to a 45-degree angle, pressing back. You can notice that even the lift helps inspire a press in my forearms. And then lower it down and lift the left leg back up. Again, connect, press, engage, and fire the left leg. Nice. Lower that left down. And I'll step back into Dolphin Plank pose. And right now, your left elbow, your right arm, your forearm might even start to vibrate. Might start to feel a little challenged. But then extend the feet back, extend the heels back, and then connect to your belly button and suck the belly button up towards your spine. And try to lengthen so that you're almost one line from the tip, the crown of your head, all the way down into your torso, into your tailbone, past your knees, into the heels. Here we are in our Dolphin Plank for another 3 full breaths. When you're there, lower the right knee down, lower the left knee down. Untuck, allow the belly to fall. You'll walk the elbow tips forward about a few inches and then drag and pull so that we're in a Sphinx pose, stretching the muscles of our belly up into the sternum. And release. Hands come underneath, tuck the toes, lift into plank pose, and go right into your downward facing dog. And again, take just a few moments in your downward dog to connect to the pose, connect to the breath. Maybe go through that checklist of things to do. Spreading the fingers wide, pressing the palms into the mat. Tailbone lifts. Inhale, the right leg lifts. On exhale, knee to right tricep. Inhale back. Knee to left tricep. Now back up. Knee to the right thumb. Inhale, step up to the top and fold. Inhale, hands press against the shins. Open the mouth, let it out, fold. Grab the heels, pull. Stay in Uttanasana for a full breath in and a full breath out. Now bend the knees. Maybe if your hands come off the mat, that's okay too. Come into your first Bakasana, crow pose. Maybe the toes come to touch. Maybe you straighten the arms, bringing the heels up into the spine. And then step, left foot, right foot, back to downward facing dog. Connect to your pose, to your breath. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, knee to left, tricep. Inhale, back out. Knee to the right. Inhale, back out. Foot to the thumb. Inhale, step up. And fold. Inhale, hands press against the shins, sternum lifts. Exhale, grab the heels and pull. Stay for a full breath in, a full breath out. Bend the knees, come into your second Bakasana, crow pose. Maybe we get just here. Maybe the right foot lifts and you start to explore what it's like to rely on your body to lift both feet. From here, we'll come into a Malasana, Yogic Squat. Hands come to prayer. Bow, reconnect to your breath, to your intention. Come to sit. Ardha Navasana. And this is where we can really fire it up. Lower down, keeping that right knee in. Take the elbow, connect it to the right knee. Extend that left arm and just stay. On inhale, lift the left leg a little higher. On exhale, lower the left foot down. Inhaling up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Cool. Extend both legs out so you're in the hover. Inhale, back up to Ardha Navasana. Exhale, stay in the pose. Again, left elbow connects to the left knee. Extend, extend. Press. So it's an active press, right? My knee is pressing into my elbow is pressing into my knee. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, lower it a few inches. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift, lower. 2 more. Bring it back down and release. Whew, starting to feel it, right? Extend both feet up. Bring both arms up. Imagine you have a box in between your hands and you're going to lift it up, put it on the shelf. And just stay here. Stay with the breath. Stay with the pose. Stay for 5. And release. Bring the right knee in, a wind relieving pose. Switch sides, bring the left knee in, wind relieving pose. Cool. Now, ankle to knee, parallel to the floor. Interlace the hands behind the head. Allow the thumbs to really rest and support the spine. So lift the shoulder girdle off the mat and twist. And try to pin the left elbow to the right knee. And then from here, we're just going to rock back and forth for 5 more times. Switch, boom, and rock for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch, boom, switch, switch, connect, breath, boom. Faster or slower, your choice. And release, both knees in. Get small. Rock, right ankle on top of the left. Flip, flip, boom. Now, just because you can't necessarily flip and float doesn't mean that you can't swivel around, pivot around, find your way. So much of yoga is the try. It's the try, it's the energy. It's not so much the outcome. Because amazingly enough, the outcome just happens. It comes. As long as we show up and try, the outcome appears. Start where we ended, or end where we started. Dolphin. And this time we'll step the right foot back first, and the left. We're in Dolphin Plank. Let's make it a little more challenging. Bring the left forearm into the mat. Come onto the side of the left foot, and the right hand up towards the sky. It's a little wobbly. That right foot can kind of come forward. It can come backwards. Whichever spot serves you. Boom, switch sides. Again, all the shaking, all the wobbling, all that is just a product of your try, right? It just comes. And while it might not feel amazing while we're in the pose, it is bound to feel amazing after. Lower the knees, untuck the toes. Experience one last Sphinx pose, which is arguably one of my favorites. And release. Hands under, tuck, slowly lift to plank pose. And go right to downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step, float, or hop to sit. Extend both legs out. Both hands forward. Sternum lifts. Slowly lower down. Find the C curve in the lower spine for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shavasana. Sometimes after my Shavasana, I just melt into the mat, especially after a little 15-minute core flow. See you soon. Namaste.